All right, what's up everybody? Justin with the Away in the Wilderness channel. I'm just out here at a lake that I used to frequent quite a bit. Probably last time I've been out here has been about 1.5 years ago, but it's a free campsite. I think there's probably maybe 8 or 10 little campsites right here with fire rings and all that, picnic tables. It's usually pretty quiet around here, but today there's quite a few people. There's a couple boats running, people doing some fishing. I met a guy down there just a minute ago. He said nobody's really been catching anything over the last few days. He's been here for the better part of a week, but seemed like a pretty nice guy. He's over here chilling in his RV. So I went ahead and got my tarp shelter set up here, and I'm using my modern day haversack, which is my Hidden Woodsman haversack. I'll leave a link in the description box below if you wanted to go check out all of the contents. I did a full loadout on that, so go check that out if you get a chance and let me know what you think. But it took me just a little bit to get this set up. When you're using this one pole right here holding this up, kind of takes some figuring out how to, you know, get it all situated so it's real stable. I got actually 2 guy lines holding it up, so this thing is really solid right now. But as you can see under here, I have plenty of room. I'm going to get out a little ground sheet that I have here, which is my One Tigris tent footprint, which is what I'm going to use underneath here. Get my bedding area all situated and figure out where I'm going to go from there. So I'll get that all situated. Be right back. If you did watch that other video where I did kind of the loadout on this, I actually had in there, oh man, I'm gonna forget the name of it now. I had one of the water filters, the life straws, that's what it's called. I had one of those life straws in there, and the only other thing I have in here is this Stanley cook set, which this one I have not used, so I'm looking forward to breaking this one in today. But obviously it's not a way to store water or to transport water, so I actually went ahead and switched out the the life straw to a Sawyer Mini, and I have this Hydra Pack bag. I'll go ahead and show it to you. I have this Hydra Pack bag, which is a way to actually store it if you wanted to. This kind of just opens up here. This kind of just opens up, and you gotta, this is probably what, 1 liter or something. Yeah, about 1 liter of water here. So you actually have a way to store your water if you go over to the lake and get it or whatever. And so I keep that all in here in this little mesh bag. But that's the only thing different that I switched out in this thing. Other than that, everything's the same if you go check that video out. guys, I got my Yuko stormproof match case, and actually turned it into its own little fire kit. I have a couple fire tenders, just a mini Bic lighter, a bunch of the stormproof matches that it came with, and then I even threw in the very bottom a couple more of these little tenders and a little miniature ferro rod. So this is a nice little kit. I actually got this idea from Dan Wowak over at Coal Cracker. I saw him do a video on this little micro kit, and it's a pretty cool idea. And on the top, if you know anything about these stormproof match cases, they come with a piece of cotton on the top, and I've actually, in the middle of the cotton, I put a little bit of petroleum jelly, so that also can be used as a fire tender in case of emergency. Amen. So these noodles, a little bit dry. I had when I spilled that water, it didn't leave me too much water to cook these noodles, but they got cooked. And I'm gonna go ahead and add, actually, you know what? I might just eat them out of here. These are those honey mustard sardines. Should be pretty good with this ramen noodle. Yeah, I'm starving, guys. I haven't eaten. I had a snack on the way out here. This is probably a 30, 40 minute drive away from my house. Pretty good drive, so I couldn't wait. I had to grab a Snickers. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, guys. I'm gonna sit here talking with my mouth full. Camp's all set up. Took forever getting the fire started, but I got my food cooked. I'm gonna go ahead and sit here and enjoy that. Enjoy the sunset. Well, actually, I still have probably an hour and a half or so before the sun actually sets. Sit here and just kind of relax. Give my wife a call, see what they're up to around the house, and not sure, maybe do some reading after that or something, but I'll fill you guys in on that here in just a little bit. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and Whew, a lot of gnats and stuff down here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get some water in my hydro pack here. Get my Sawyer snapped on here. This thing's pretty neat. So this little, actually, you know what? This will stay on, but it has like a lock and an unlock mechanism here. So when you turn it, this will pop out. I'll go ahead and throw this in here. I don't want to lose anything. And then this little snap here, sorry if I can get this in here. This little snap right here goes right in here, snaps straight in there, and then that's what my Sawyer Mini will screw into. Go ahead and fill this thing up. I like how it has this little handle on it too. Makes it easy to get down in here and scoop the water. I'm gonna go ahead and get this screwed on. Take the Sawyer, screw that on there. Kind of gotta hold that down. Now, this should filter up through here, and I'll be able to fill this container up. All right, so I got my Yeti here. I want to give a shout out to Brother Austin. I appreciate the Yeti. This is a really good friend of mine. He gave me this at his wedding. I was one of his groomsmen. So I use it every day almost. All right, so theoretically, that on here, and the reason that I want to get this filled up right now is so, and it may take just a minute, there we go. Nope, flowing pretty good already. So the reason I want to get this filled up is because I want to do my dishes over there, and I don't want to have to boil water and then worry about my container being contaminated or anything. So what I'll do is I'll fill this container up, and then I'll fill this up again, and I'll have plenty of water to last me really until I leave here. I'm going to be cutting out pretty early in the morning. I'm actually planning on, well, I don't know if I'm going to go straight to work when I leave here. I may stop by the house, drop my stuff off, but I'm going to be cutting out fairly early in the morning so I can get back to work. I'm not taking tomorrow off or anything like that. So I mentioned in that loadout video of this Hidden Woodsman Haversack that I have that it was kind of set up for that. This whole system's kind of set up just for quick overnights. So it's pretty fun to, you know, just set up packs for different camp trips, and that's kind of what I was going for when I set this pack up, was just a quick overnight. All right, so that should be enough there. This is pretty much, my Yeti's pretty much full now. So what I'll do, throw the lid on this, and then what I'll do next is I'll go ahead and pop this bag off here, fill it back up, and I'll be good to go. I'll have plenty of water to last me. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this shot short while I do that, so I can get this phone on the charger. I got some charging that I have to do, so I can get some other shots here in a little while as the sun sets. So anyway, guys, something this simple, you know, great to have a filter so you don't have to worry about boiling water, especially as the warmer weather comes in. You know, obviously you're drinking a lot more water, and you don't want to be boiling water all day long, gathering firewood. I mean, it would consume such a big part of your day. But anyway, yep. So I tried to get a shot. I was just getting a few shots of some things, and right when I did that, the rain moved in. You can probably see this pretty dark cloud behind me, but just as soon as it showed up, it's gone. It's kind of been like that off and on today, even over by my house. But I'm not expecting any rain tonight, but obviously this time of year, I mean, that seems to just change constantly. So this shelter should be plenty though. We're not gonna get any serious thunderstorms or anything like that if it does rain. But like I said earlier, I'm glad I went ahead, got my shelter set up. And you always wanna make sure you do that. If there's any possibility of rain, it's kind of a nightmare if you don't have something to tuck underneath and get your things underneath, especially when you're recording. And having this new microphone, the last thing I want to do is not have anything to get under and ruin your new equipment or anything like that. So it's always a good idea to get that set up. But I just got a cool shot for a thumbnail to the video. Next order of business is going to be knocking out these couple dishes real fast. So I'm going to do that, and then probably do a little bit of reading, kick back for a little bit, and yeah, let the phone charge up. But it's a beautiful day out here. This is a really beautiful area. I'm glad to be out here again. I haven't been out here, like I said, in quite a while, but it's nice to get out here again. I really like this area.